There we go. Looks like we are live. DVD. Just at the end of qualifying as well. Good timing. It finally wants to flip and work. There we go. Mr. Rage takes pole here in Austria. Jake the Slayer 3/10 back and Weisheng top 3. Looking down the grid, we have Keza in 4th, Siege 5th, Cody 6th, Andy Lou 7th, Page is 8th, Jonesy 9th, Curly 10th, Theo 11th, Slippy Tuna 12th, and with DJ Death Dragon, British Giant, Jay Bradfield and Han all disqualified. Obviously, track limits, shit corner cutting, Austria, yeah, you're not exactly going to have a fun time when Austria's involved. But yeah, top 3 covered by 410s, top 5, or well, top 4 covered by 7, top 5 covered by just over 1 second. Now we move on to the race, as per usual. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Saturday. Good start to the weekend. Yeah. I lied on fucking, I said unban me. Good luck all. I mean, I can't unban anyone, so yeah. If you got banned, that's your issue. Not. Oh, it is cloudy. Get your clouds out here in Austria. Well, Game's got his clouds out, so we are going to be in for a treat here today. Well, I hope we're in for a treat and not bad driving. Last time out, winner was DJ Death Dragon, coming home in a first position that even he didn't expect, having been his first race. Well, first win on a wheel. So obviously DJ is still at the ropes trying to learn how that all works. Well, he shouldn't be banned for being quick. He shouldn't be quick at the game, shouldn't be putting time into the game. 20 laps of Austria. Oof. What, 1 minute 17 per lap? Oh god. Gonna be a long one tonight. I'm joking, of course. F2 goes past very quickly. It's falling on deaf ears, Lightning. You're not going to get in. So Mr. Rage, oh my god, can these flipping headphones work? Mr. Rage leads the raging pack. Wow. Jake the Slayer in 2nd. Let me pull up the all the good stuff. Tyres, everyone's starting on the softs, so again, absolutely no variation whatsoever, because God forbid we have strategy variations. As Barnabas is back with the squid. You can do that, Lightning. I can't say it'll get you very far, but you can do that. So Jake the Slayer in 2nd, PBE Weisheng 3rd, Keza B 4th, Siege 5th, Cody is 6th, Andy Lou 7th, Page 8th, Jonesy 9th, Curly 10th, Theo 11th, Slippy Tuna 12th, DJ 13th, British Giant 14th, Jay Bradfield 15th, Han 16th, and Swanshanks in the Kramer leading, or not leading, bringing up the rear of the pack. Right, they're pulling up now to the grid. Mr. Rage, of course, will lead them all, well, hopes to lead them away. Everyone on those soft tyres, as we can all see. Spun, that Curly's spun. Yes, as always, Curly going for a little spin before the race begins, keeping those tyres nice and warm. Yes, hit the follow button if you're enjoying what you see. How many followers are we on now? 886. Cool, we could hit 900 pretty soon. Well, we hope. Right. Last of the cars are rolling into position. It is not lap 2, we haven't even started yet. Curly will win, 100%. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. It's a pretty good, very good start there from Mr. Rage. Jake the Slayer already got PB Weisheng trying to go down the outside into turn 1, I think. 3 wide behind, there's a bit of contact, and that's Cody and the dads. Oh, there's been a few spins at the back of the pack. Who's that round? But that is Paige has gone. Han has gone off the track, but I don't think she's damaged. As they now begin the run up to turn 3 at the top of the hill. Anyone going to take a lunge? A couple of people lagging. Anyone going to miss the braking zone and lock up? Nope. There's a Curly's Curly's apparently ghosting. But it looks like it's pretty clean out the front. Mr. Weisheng trying to go around the outside of Jake the Slayer. Not going to get it done in turn 4. I think it's turn 4. Is that turn 4? Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, turn 4. Coming out towards the back end of the track. He's not going to go for a move there. Surely not. Oh, and they've come together. Oh, and Jonesy's spun. He got... No, he hasn't. No, that's not Jonesy. That is Siege. Siege is gone, I think. Yep, Siege has spun off with his teammate. Got so excited that he just couldn't help but join them in the sand trap. And Andy Lou having a look at Keza now. Mr. Rage is a 4-second lead already. They all... Well, everyone's made it around the first lap. Some of them have not made it around the first lap without having to take... Oh my god, man, that is a very interesting way to enter the pit lane. Page staying out despite the front wing damage. Ooh, Bradfield on the back of DJ. Going to get that toe up into turn 2 and then 3. I think that's turn 5. I don't know. Oh, crikey. But how's that turn 5? Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4? You can't... I'm going to put up the track map now. Just to check it. Oh, look at that, it's turn 4. Now, going round down the hill towards through turn 5 into turn 6. As Weisheng is definitely not leading the race, I can assure you that. Ooh, Bradfield got DJ behind him. Got absolutely no telemetry, so I have no idea who's where. Josie's on the back of Andy Lou. Oh, no, not going to get through there, surely not. Oh, he's... Oh, bit of a tap there on the back. Oh, he's tapped him again. As Keza sets the fastest up the race. Geez, a 1:15.7, crikey. DRS is now enabled this lap, so Jonesy should get it on the run up to turn 3. DRS is wide open. Of course, for most people, Jay Bradfield's already got past British Giant before they've even got into turn 3. And Lou going defensive up the inside. PB Sheng is retired, and is that that's the yellow flag? And it's a virtual safety car. And Lou's got a 3-second time penalty. That's going to neutralise the field for a little bit, let people's tyres everyone's swapping positions on the virtual safety car. That's a smart move. Well, I can't do anything about that. I'm not an admin. I'm just a commentator. I'm literally the definition of don't shoot the messenger, because I am the messenger. Andy decides to pit. Interesting strategy call, of course, with virtual safety car out. Oh, only gets 5 seconds in the pit lane. Virtual safety car out on track. That does. Oh no, the virtual safety car's just gone in as he dived into the pit lane. So unless he got wing damage, may not have worked wide. Thank you, Lightning. No, it is for a wing change for Andy Lou, which does promote Jonesy into 3rd. But he's going to have Cody with the DRS and the slipstream heading up the hill into turn 3. Here he goes defensive. Ooh. Jonesy with a much better run out of turn 3. Now down the run, down the hill, that's not a very good camera angle game. He'd be looking forward, not backwards, because the forward is where the action is. He's not close enough into turn 4. What about through 5? No, does not quite get it. Anyone particular? Oh, yep, Swanshanks and who's that? That is Swanshanks and DJ. The Kramer and the Shrews, and the Shrews comes out on top as they head down into turn 6. Coming now down the hill into 7, flicking it left. Ooh. Then flicking it right for turn 8, and then got 2 more corners to go. Don't think anyone's brave enough to try and move into turn 9, or if they're brave enough, they're suicidal. Oh, Swanshanks slightly got a bit close to the rear of DJ there. He's going to have to let Theo go. Yep, Theo does get past. Now DJ again on the back of British Giant. Now Cody again has got the run on Jonesy slipstream. DRS round the outside of turn 1. Surely not. That's not exactly. No, he's not going to make the corner there. It goes off the track. Going to have to yield the position. I suppose he would be penalised for taking off the track. Bradfield now wants to have a look at this. He's gone, oh yes please, as these two continue to fight up the hill into turn 3. Bradfield trying to go to the left to try and get that run out of turn 3. Cody's taking a lot of curb. Shuts the door just on the BWT driver. Theo and British Giant are still fighting, trying to work out who should come out first. But Jonesy retains third for now, as they've been plunged down the hill into turn 4. British Giant and with Theo and the Swan Jack still fighting, and British Giant's gone a bit deep. No, I think he is okay for now. Rip lightning indeed. Oh, Swan Jack's got very close to the back of Theo there on that curb. That curb out of turn 8 is definitely a death trap if you're not careful. Oh, what's that? What the? Kelly and Jake the Slayer swap positions. Up the road. Oh, Bradfield's gone to the back of Cody. Jonesy's gone deep. Oh, Bradfield had a bad run out of turn 1, but Cody's going to have the run through 2 into 3. Yep, Jonesy now demoted to 4th position. What even is that emote? I don't even know. And there's another virtual safety car. Another virtual. Someone's spun off, someone's lost a wing, I assume, or. And Luke gets 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane, don't know why he's pitted again. Oh, he's the one that lost the front wing, is he? Yep, Andy Lou loses the front wing, and now 5 seconds as well. This Reggie's almost going to lap Andy Lou. Oof. Yes, been able to, and we're going again, and Cody's diving into the pit lane. Jonesy back up into 3rd. DJ and Cody both starting to do the undercut off those soft tyres onto the hards. A lot of people are pitting actually this lap. In comes Curly as well. Jonesy gets 3 seconds for going slightly wide out of turn 1. But Reg continues to hold his lead over Keza. I mean, yeah, maybe see Bradfield bottle. Pit lane is a flurry of activity, a lot of people switching to the hard tyres, which will feel terrible this lap, but there's a yellow flag. That's for slippery tuner, is it? Yes, it is. Oh, nice yawn. Slippery's pitted, so Cody currently leads those that have pitted. As Mr. Ray decides to pit, Keza's staying out for an extra lap. Keza's saying that his soft tyres are completely fine. Jonesy does pit, Bradfield is staying out. Swan Shanks is putting it in the wall, so and his dad deciding to stay out. The 2 BWTs sticking out at the front. Where is Jonesy in relation to his competitors? There's Mr. Race, the race leader, Jonesy. Cody's putting the pits again. Jonesy's going to come out, I think, yep, effectively still possibly in 3rd place. Well, he's coming out clear of DJ. DJ only just entering turn 1. Jonesy's long gone by then. Tuna struggling massively at the moment. Keza B wants to try and keep these soft tyres alive, but you can see the understeer at this point. These soft tyres are pretty much goners. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. I don't know Mushroom, I don't know if it is going to rain or not. Keza going to dive over the pitch, which means Bradfield is going to have to stay out yet another lap. Probably won't be doing his tyres much of a service. Oh no, he's going to pit, even though his teammate's pitting. He's not going to be a fun double stack, because in F2 double stacks even worse than in F1. Yeah, he's got to go. No, yeah, 37 miles an hour is the speed limit. Page also pitting. Mr. Rage, of course. So Bradfield has pitted, and he can get held up because his teammate's only just left the pit box. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate for Bradfield. He can be sitting there for what feels like an eternity as Page squeezes into the pit lane, not surprised. Keza though trundling down the pit lane very slowly. Where is Jones in relation? He's only just coming up. Keza has done, I think, a wonderful undercut or overcut here. Now the gap to Mr. Rage is going to be the defining factor here, but Jonesy will be keeping third for now. For now. So Swanshank's now up the hill. He's still matching his normal sector times, even if he is on 8-lap old softs. Page Pittage coming out just clear of her teammate in Curly, even though they look very different. They are both Uni Virtuosi cars. Is Curly going to take a lunge into turn 3? No, sticks behind for now. He will have DRS as the yellow flag. I believe that's probably for Slippery Tuner. Yes, I believe so. Now Page and Curly's already been under the attack from Siege. Siege, of course, coming back after that first lap spin. We now wait for Swanshanks to pit, which will probably be this lap. Yes, he's down to the pits. He will have the freshest tyres out of everyone as the yellow flag. That is again Slippery Tuner. Not having a very good race today is Slippery. Swanshanks into the pits. There's another one gone off. British Giant has spun off, not into the wall. He's just taken too much curb through the chicane complex. Swanshanks trundling down the pit lane. There goes Swanshanks out the pit lane. Rage and Keza still holding the fort out front. Siege on the back of Page. This is for 7th position. Siege already 4-lap old hard tyres. The yellow flag, I think that will be for Andy Lou. It is for Andy Lou. He's missing wing. Here comes Siege on Page with Bradfield and Curly swap positions. Oh, well, Curly's bummed. Siege on the inside of Page. Is he going to get the job done? He does. Page going to hold it on the outside? No. Just shut down also on the back. No, I don't know if he's an F2 Pro. I don't think he's pro at many things. Bradfield now also on the back of this group. Siege now got sights will be on Theo, but Theo's 8 seconds behind Jake, so I don't think Siege will get much higher than 5th by the end of this race. But Mr. Rage currently just trundling around in the lead. Keza's kind of half and half in actually being able to catch him. GJ had a very poor run out of turn 1. He's lost a bucket of time to the cars ahead and behind. Oh, and here comes British on Page into turn 1. He gets the move done. I think Bradfield's going to have a little go as well. Page did not get a good clean run out of turn 1. This is for the last points playing position really. No, not quite close enough into turn 3, but he will have DRS out of the corner. He's not going to lunge one up the inside. It would be suicide. Oh, Mr. Rage puts in a new fastest lap of the race. Ooh, Cody could be one for the points. He's currently 8 seconds off the points, but on soft tyres. Should him to the end of the race, he says. Oh, there's a yellow flag. That's Swanshank's gone. It is Swanshank's gone into the gravel. Page and Bradfield swap position. Oh, I love the F2 cars. I don't think really anything much happening apart from Bradfield and back of British Giant, but Bradfield had Well, that was a questionable run out of turn 1. We're still going to DRS on British Giant in the ART. I think yeah, it's an ART. Oh, I'm just so good at naming F2 cars. Got Carlin, Campos, Carlin, Charouz, BWT, Campos, and this. Don't know quite know the orange ones. I know the orange ones, actually. The orange ones. Yeah, the setup can be hard, I get that. Because it's very different to an F1 car, you shouldn't have the downforce. Or the horsepower. Kenton sets new fastest lap of the race in the BWT. Well, it's the HWA really, I've got BWT, it's pink, so what are you gonna do, sue me? Bradford on the back of British Giant, he's oh, the yellow flag in turn 1, that is that gone round? I think that's, is that Curly, it's gone, yes. Curly spins out of turn 1. DJ and Jake Slayer do swap positions, so Jake up into 4th. Not, well, I mean, not starts, I mean, they both have penalties, so. Apart from that, nothing much is really happening. Bradfield and British Giant are kind of there, CJ just sort of trundling around. To wait up another fast lap of the race of the yellow flag, that'll be for slippery, won't it? Yep. Lap 14 of 20. Well, 13 for most. So yeah, keeping Jake fairly honest for the time being. You will get that 4th position if it stays as it is, because of course Jake has a 3-second penalty, I want to say. Yes, most have 3, couple have 5. And Bradfield's gone. Bradfield has spun out of turn 1. That's him down to 10th, but Page back up into 9th. Lap 14 of 20. There he goes indeed. Bradfield bottled it. Part of the course. Not much is really happening actually. I'm surprised, because Austria's going to be a very exciting race. I think the closest battle on track is Page and British Giant. And DJ is still on the back of Jake the Slayer, but ooh, bit of a snap there. Apart from that, nothing particularly interesting is happening. So we'll stick with Page and what's her face? British Giant. Does Page have a new front wing yet? Let's have a look, see if she does have a new wing. No, she's still carrying a damaged one, so she's doing pretty well for a damaged front wing. Apart from that, nothing really happening. Lap 16 of 20. Oh, and who's that? Ah, Bradfield gone again. Going now into the final point playing positions. But he's pitting on the show for me now. He is indeed, isn't he? In fact, he's pitted and finishing his pitch for wets. Okay. Oh, Paige and British Giant. Paige might actually have a go. British Giant in turn 4. No, she thinks better of it, which is the first. Coming now round round the long curvature at 5. She's had a better exit. No, British Giant will keep a measure of her as they head now into turn 6. Down the long left-hander at 6, through into the chicane 7-8 complex. And then 8 towards 9 and 10. Oh, there's a yellow flag. That will. Oh, it's Curly's gone. Curly into the wall. He is out of the race, and that's a safety car. Ooh. Curly straight into the pits there. He's not going to waste another second trying to get into those fresh set of softs. Now, who else is going to? Anyone else going to pit? Who could pit? I think Siege could pit for a set of softs, so they wouldn't lose that much time. Yeah. Siege could definitely pit for a set of softs and not lose many positions. Keza could, but he might come up behind Jonesy. Keza does not pit. Mr. Rage is pitted. The race leader into the pits. Anyone else going to join him? The Tuna Pits, as does Jake the Slayer, as does DJ. He's definitely good, he's 30 seconds clear, he could definitely pit and come out. Fairly close. So yep, in comes Siege. Anyone else going to decide to pit? Mr. Rage has come out the pit lane, Jake the Slayer in the pits, DJ in the pits. British Giant and Paige, are they going to pit? British Giant puts it in the wall and pits anyway, so we'll start, I guess. British Giant gets 5 seconds to spin into the pit lane. And they all come. British Giant comes into the pit box. This is Paige. So I said that 5 seconds. Is coming to the end of this lap, so these guys on softs better get a move on, especially Jake the Slayer and Co, because the safety car, well, coming round into sector 2, they better really they need to get a shift on. Keza and Jonesy are really the only two that have caught up. Well, Mr. Rage is now there. Jake the Slayer's a long way back. Jake the Slayer 21 seconds off the back. He can't. Keza's going to be going slowly, but Jake the Slayer and Co are literally still sweeping round. Yeah, they've all. There you go. You can see they've all. Oh, Jonesy's hit the back of someone. Yeah, it was Han. Jonesy into the pits. He's got no wing left. Jake the Slayer is going to be catching up, but Jonesy into the pits. Keza restarts the race. It's going to be a flat out race between Keza. Well, it's not even flat out race because Keza has a penalty and Mr. Rage does not. And Theo spun it round. Mr. Rage 3 seconds out of the back of Keza. He needs to get those tyres fired up because what is the penalty? It is a 3-second penalty. He has to push now. He has to get those soft tyres fired up ASAP. Jonesy pits. Well, still in 5th position, despite being twice, but Siege is on the back of him. Mr. Rage's tyres, I think, starting to fire up, but there's going to be one more lap. Keza needs to pull out an amazing lap on those hard tyres. Mr. Rage needs to get those tyres, hoping he can fire them up. The gap is 3.1 seconds. You need to find a 10th. Now it's 3 seconds. 3 seconds exactly. 2.9 is the gap as it stands. Mr. Rage, no, yes, no. Oh, God Christ. And it's, oh, Jake the Slayer gets a 3-second time penalty from multiple warnings. But Mr. Rage is just on the cusp of that win. He needs to find a couple of tenths. He's had a good exit out of the final corner. I think Jake the Slayer is going to lose 3rd position. DJ can make it back-to-back podiums As Siege and Swanshanks are now going side by side. Jake the Slayer sets the fastest lap of the race. Siege and Swanshanks do swap position. Siege up into 5th. Swanee down to 6th position. And he's over session, fair enough. But the gap as it stands is 2.5 seconds. As it stands, Mr. Rage will win the race. Jake the Slayer's going to lose out at the moment. DJ still 2.5 seconds off him. There's another yellow flag. That'll be for Slippery Tuna. It will be indeed. The gap now 2.1 seconds between Keza and Mr. Rage. I think Mr. Rage is going to get this. Those soft tyres have finally fired up in this last lap. You can almost see, Keza in the pink BWT car up the road. Another couple of laps and Mr. Rage would have definitely taken the win on track, but he won't need to, because although it will be Keza who rounds the final, and he just puts it in the wall just from the last lap. Keza coming around the last corner, he wins on track, but the 3-second penalty means it will be Mr. Rage who wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Jake the Slayer coming around the final corner. He did do a valiant drive. It was at the time going to be 3rd, but unless DJ gets a penalty, which he does not, DJ is going to take 3rd. He does indeed by 7/10 of a second. Siege is going to come around the final corner. Good recovery drive from the Carlin driver. He span off lap lap 1, and he gets fastest lap as well. Swanshanks gets 6th. Theo will come home in 7th. Jonesy coming around the final corner will come home in 8th. It would have been a podium, but it's only 8th for Jonesy. Page will take 8th from him because of his penalties. British Giant comes around the final corner. He will take home 10th, I think, unless Bradfield's going to get him. Is Bradfield going to get him on the line? Yes, he does, by the smallest of margins. He's right now for Cody, 2, and Slippery Tuna are the 2 I think we are waiting for. Yes. Cody, I think. Yeah, Cody's out of fuel. Slippery Tuna now, we wait for the penultimate corner. Slippery Tuna round the final corner. He's, I think, 3 laps down or something, so he'll have plenty of fuel on the car coming home. And that is it for Austria. Austrian Grand Prix. That is it here in Austria. The top 3, of course, all are welcome to join the party. Mr. Rage takes the win, lights the flag. Well, not quite lights the flag, but it is 1st place. Kizza takes 2nd. DJ, great drive again from him, 13th to 3rd. Jake comes home 4th. Siege 5th. Swanshank 6th. Theo 7th. Page 8th. Jonesy disappointed with 9th, but he didn't actually lose any positions from where he qualified. Bradfield 10th, British Giant 11th, Cody 12th, Ham 13th, Andy Lou 14th, Slippery Tuna 15th, Curly 16th, and Vice Sheng 17th. The bottom 2 not finishing the race. Siege had the fastest lap of a 14.6, which was 2/10 clear of Jake the Slayer on a 14.8. Fun fact you never knew you needed. Love these don't know if we're going to get anyone. Don't know if I'm even in the party. I am, so. Yeah. Give it another minute or so. Damn, he did miss it, Russell. Russell. Russell Ramsell. Ramsell wishes he was Russell. I don't think anyone can be joining us, which, I mean, is fine with me. So that's all from me today. I'll of course be back tomorrow with League 2, I want to say, or League 1. Either way, I'll be back tomorrow 2 PM British Summer Time. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to assume that no one is joining the commentary box. And I'll call it a day. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Thank you, well, thank you to everyone, really. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you have enjoyed what you've seen. Of course, keep notifications on because there's always an action coming from you at Parabolical. I've been Luke. I've been your commentator as per usual every single week. And I will see you all tomorrow unless something goes wrong. And I hope not, because that would suck.